Yeah, so to end up this synchronized situation and opinion, it is important to reflect back, retrospect and reflect back to our initial question. How do we resolve articulation crisis in a bilingual or multilingual society? The question is quite simple. With reference, firstly, from linguist Paul Nation's research conclusion. He said that, or he concluded that you are expected, as a native speaker, you are expected to know more than 2,800 words. And as a second language speaker of a particular language, you are expected to know more than 2,000 words. The question is, how do we now develop or grasp these 2,000 words? We have to be strategic. As I proposed, this word has to be the most commonly used words in order to facilitate easy language acquisition. So we have to go to the different duolingual zones. The French zones, for example, we do a research and come up with 2,000 most commonly used French words. And we go to the English duolingual zone, do research, and come up with 2,000 most commonly used English words. We develop a novel, the same novel, using the same words, both in French and in English. And the theme and core storyline of that novel should reflect the national or cultural norms and value of that particular society, if the goal is to achieve not only bilingualism but also national or cultural cohesion. Then the theme and the storyline should reflect the national or cultural norms and values of that society or nation. Then the language should be the most commonly used language. The words should be the most commonly used words in both French and English, obtained from both duolingual societies or duolingual zones. So we develop this novel. It becomes our material, our academic material. Develop an app, a bilingual app. Now we are using the multimodal approach of pedagogy in the language. We develop a bilingual app, focus on communicative language teaching. There are different subunits. You have English for specific purpose and even French for specific purpose. You have different, those are for professionals. And for general citizens, we use just the mere communicative language teaching method. We apply different forms of retrieval practices. As a pedagogic means of spreading that language and facilitating language acquisition, with primary focus on the 4 strands, which is split into 2 sections. You have both the input meaning base and the output meaning base. In the input meaning base, I'm talking about reading and listening. And the output meaning base, I'm talking about speaking and writing. So those are the 4 skills of language. We make that app accessible to all citizens, free of charge. Employ teachers, bilingual teachers. They can develop their lessons and publish them in that art, and we'll make it available free for all citizens. In a situation where, even as I said, our grandma can sit in their marketplaces and learn how to speak French using that app, or they might travel to French areas or English areas with the intention of doing their business transaction and experience language challenges. They just access the app and find out the name of whatever, or the word of whatever sentence or phrases which they want to develop or construct. As easy as that. Through that method, the collaborative teaching method, and with the content from both Bilingual zones, this is just an easy solution to resolve articulation crisis in both, or in a bilingual or multilingual society. And remember, that's only my opinion, with reference from Paul's Nation's conclusion or research result. So thank you very much, guys. That's all for me today, and wish you all a prosperous new year. Peace be upon you guys. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye-bye.